Hello, everybody. Welcome to Snyder's Inc. And we have got another review here. And this one is the next SummerSlam 1989. August 28th, 1989. From East Rutherford, New Jersey, in the Meadowlands Arena. 20,000 in attendance. Your commentary team is Jesse Ventura and a young Tony Schiavone. That short, brief, not even a few months that he was in the WWF before going right back to WCW. He realized quickly that he did not fit. Ventura also has a lot of very aggressive towards Schiavone in this thing. I have no idea why, but little do they know they'll end up working together again in 1994, 93. Was it earlier? I might be way earlier. When is it that? When is it that? Hold on. This is a true thing of when you want to look up. When did he? Because I feel like I might be way off in time wise. When did he join? '92. Okay, so 1992 was when Ventura returned. Got it. See, that's the type of stuff you ain't gonna get no one else. Everyone else is planned. I am just thinking out loud. Our first matchup is the WWF Tag Team Champions, the Brainbusters, Honest and Tully Blanchard, with Bobby the Brain Heenan taking on the Hart Foundation. This is a non-title matchup. Their reasoning for it was that the match was made before they were champions, so the title belts don't have to be on the line. Odd thought process, but fair enough, I guess. I don't think they're a team for that much longer anyway, the Hart Foundation. I think we're at a point where I think either by next year or the year after, Brett is going to be starting his singles journey. We had a nice arm drag by Brett, hammerlock body slam by Brett to Arn Anderson. For a bit, the Hart Foundation is in control. Arn is unable to get the tag to Tully. Brainbusters unable to get control. Neidhart sends Tully into the corner. We get a double arm drag by Brett to both Arn and Tully. We get a cheap shot by Arn, which allows them to get control. They wear down Neidhart. We get a double down with double clotheslines. Brett hits a knee to the back of Anderson, and it allows Neidhart to get tagged to Brett. And it turns into all-out chaos, all-out brawl. Anderson hits an axe handle off the top rope, pins Brett, despite not being the legal man. And the Brainbusters win. I give it 8 out of 10. This match to me is the best match on the show. This match already made it better than last year, the year before the first one. You got 4 incredible workers: Honest, Tyler Blanchard, Bret Hart, Jim Neidhart. All of them incredible at what they do, and are able to put together a really, really well done tag team matchup. If this was tag titles, I kind of wish it would have been, but man, what a match! What a match! We then go to the next matchup as Dusty Rhodes takes on the Honky Tonk Man, who is accompanied by Jimmy Hart. Dusty Rhodes is I think very new to the company at this point. I don't know how long he's been there, but he's very new to the company, obviously. Honky Tonk Man looks to put down the American dream. We got a lot of shtick at the start, is what you're going to get between these two. Jimmy distracts Dusty for Honky to take over. Honky hits him in the gut with a megaphone, which for some reason makes a noise as he's being hit with it. Don't know how that works. Honky wears down Dusty. Dusty goes for elbow drop, but Honky moves out of the way. Dusty, though, is able to make a comeback. We get a ref bump, like it was needed. Jimmy goes to El Kabong, Dusty with the guitar, but ends up Dusty moves and he hits Honky instead. Dusty hits a big elbow drop to pin and win, and the crowd erupts. Crowd big into Dusty here. Good match, 5 out of 10. Very good match, crowd's into it. But at the end of the day, it's Dusty Rhodes and Hard Time Man. You're not going to see anything special here. You're going to see something you haven't seen before. So, but yeah, crowd was into it. Can't fully complain about that. Our next matchup is Mr. Perfect versus the Red Rooster, Terry Taylor. Oh, poor Terry Taylor. Poor guy given this gimmick. This awful gimmick. And you know it's bad when the crowd pops for Perfect mocking it during the match. This match is very short, though, due to Taylor getting injured, hurting his knee. So Perfect just ends up hitting the Perfect Plex and wins. 2 out of 10. It's short. It's to the point. They don't really get into a full gear because of that. So yeah, it's just a quick match and Perfect continues to win. But just unfortunate because of the injury. Our next matchup is a 6-man tag as the Fabulous Rougeos teams with Rick Martel to take on Tito Santana and the Rockers. And Jimmy Hart and Slick are with Martel and the Rougeos. Chaos in the ring. Heels get control of Marty to work him over. Martel is running and avoiding Tito. He does not want to fight Tito at all. I think they had just broken up that year of Mania, so they are just in the thing of avoiding each other. I don't think, unless someone can correct me, I don't think them two ever have a singles blow-off. Can someone double correct me if I'm wrong there? But I don't recall any pay-per-view where these two have a singles match of Tito and Martel, which is crazy. We get a cheap shot from the heels to get control of Tito. Sunset flip by Tito, but Martel kicks out. Crossbody by Tito, but a kick out. Miscommunication by the Rougeos and allows for hot tag Shawn Michaels. We got fist drop off the top by Michaels, and then it's all out chaos. Everyone's fighting each other. No one can keep track of who's legal. But the end result is Martel pins Marty, who I'm pretty sure both men are not legal, to win. Despite the weird finish, I give it 6 out of 10. It is fun. It is a fun match with the talent in here. It is very fun. I cannot complain at all. Great shit. Great shit from these guys. And go into our next matchup, which is the Intercontinental Champion, Ravishing Rick Rude, with Bobby Layne taking on the Ultimate Warrior for the Intercontinental Championship. Rick Rude won the title of WrestleMania with help Bobby Heenan holding the legs of Warrior doing a pin, and this is Ultimate Warrior's rematch. Although Warrior is not the purpose of this feud, it's someone else who will show up later, and we will address that. So Rude sends Warrior to the outside. Warrior hits Rude with the IC title, and for some reason it's not a DQ. I am fully on the side of Jesse Ventura here. Jesse's making this, he's apoplectic. Apoplectic on how it's not a disqualification. That is a simple disqualification. That is a guaranteed disqualification. And Tony Schiavone is like, well, it wasn't in the ring, so it was outside the ring. So Ventura goes like, what, you're telling me if I shoot someone outside the ring, it's okay because it's outside the ring? Ventura's rightfully mad here. That absolutely should have been a DQ. Warrior slams Rude on the outside. Accent off the top, but Rude kicks out. We get an atomic drop and an inverted atomic drop by Warrior. Rude knocks Warrior off the top rope to get control. Rude then wears down the Warrior. Rude goes for the Rude Awakening, but Warrior powers out of it. We get a double down and a ref bump, all in one spot, by the way. Warrior makes a comeback. Warrior hits a pile driver, but Rude puts his foot on the rope. Warrior goes for the splash, but Rude gets the knees up. Rude hits an odd pile driver. It's not the greatest looking. It's not unsafe, but it didn't look great. But Warrior kicks out of it. And then Roddy Piper shows up. Now, Rude and Piper have been feuding. Pretty much on, I don't remember what's Prime Time? Is that what it's called? No, I don't think that's. Well, I don't remember the show. Whatever show has the damn talk show part with Heaton in that. And Warrior and, not Warrior, fucking Piper and Heenan and Piper and Rude have been going at each other, arguing, yelling at each other, and it just leads to this here. Piper making his way to ringside. Rude hits another power drive, but Warrior kicks out. Rude then sees Piper and does his little fucking thing, and and Piper responds by just straight mooning him. Flying shoulder tackle by Warrior. Military press followed by slam. For Warrior to win the Intercontinental Championship, he is now a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. I'll give it 7 out of 10. Fun match. But nothing super special here. It does really well, though. Rude makes Warrior look great. Warrior doesn't fuck anything up. Doesn't injure no one. Win-win. And yeah, it builds Warrior up, because Warrior will eventually face Hogan at WrestleMania 6 next year in a title versus title match. And yeah, Rude would end up seeing, Rude, I think Piper would feud going into Survivor Series in that. So then we get some interviews, and I'll go into the thing, because there's multiple interviews happening. So first interview, so we got Piper, who's the only one I wrote down. I didn't write down what he said, because I couldn't make out half it. But he cuts the most Piper promo of all time, and there is no coherent thought throughout this thing. He's just saying things. He's just talking about being rude. He's like, what does a dude wearing his kilt his shoes? Like, he's just saying things. There's no real purpose to it, and then he just leaves. Then we get a interview with Ronnie Garvin, who doesn't even get much to say before Heenan and Rude show up. And Heenan's cutting this promo while Rude has the 1,000-yard look at it. That man is staring into 7 different universes at once. Like, that man is just in a zone. It looks insane, the shot. Again, to our next matchup, though. Another 6-man tag. As Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Demolition take on Andre the Giant and the Twin Towers, who have Bobby Heenan and Slick in their corner. This match sucks. But look who's in it. Boss Man's good. Akeem does what he needs to do. Hacksaw Jim Duggan is... I don't think I've watched a good Hacksaw Jim Duggan match. If someone can find one, let me know. But, yeah, this match just... not much to it. A lot of raking of eyes, a lot of punches. Andre, so I can barely watch him do stuff, because he's still hard to watch. He always will be. Because in the fucking the first one, I thought he was hard to watch. This one's even worse. Hacksaw hits Akeem with a 2x4 and smash pins him to win. 3 out of 10. Nothing bad happens on it. Nothing mess up happens on it. Just sucks. It's a shitty match. No, just a bunch of same old. If you just like punches and that, you'll find it here. But oh man, it's boring as hell. Our next matchup is Greg the Hammer Valentine with Jimmy Hart taking on Hercules, and Roddy Garvin is the ring announcer and doesn't like Greg Valentine. and just spends the entire time, spends his entire ring introduction just insulting Greg Valentine. It's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Hercules is a cheap shot when Valentine's yelling at Garvin. Valentine keeps distracting himself with Garvin, but then ends up just rolling him up to win. And then the faces lay at Greg Valentine. 3 out of 10. Nothing bad. Again, nothing bad happens on it, but it is like 3 minutes long. Nothing really happens, and then the match just ends. Very forgettable. That's all I can really add to it. Our next matchup is Jimmy Superfly Snuka taking on the self-proclaimed $1 million champion Ted DiBiase with Virgil. Snuka avoids a DiBiase attack when the bell rings, and DiBiase then runs into Virgil. Snuka messes up a leapfrog and just lands straight on DiBiase, so they have to try to cover for that, which looked meh. DiBiase is a stun gun to Snuka. I know it's not what it's called then, but the man dropping him on the ropes, I'm just always going to call it a stun gun. DiBiase goes for an elbow drop, but Snuka moves out of the way. Virgil distracts Snuka, and Snuka falls into the outside. DiBiase attacks Snuka at ringside. Snuka's counted out, and DiBiase wins. Snuka does fight back, though, and hit the Superfly Splash on Virgil. 4 out of 10. Very basic. Very to the point. Don't like the finish. I think DiBiase can just beat Superfly Snuka. Don't think we really have to protect Snuka in 1989. So, could have just had DiBiase won there. We then go into the main event. One everyone's been looking for. As Hulk Hogan, the World Wrestling Federation champion, teams up with everyone's favorite wrestler, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, to take on the Macho Man Randy Savage and ZEUS, baby! Oh, I love ZEUS. I don't care what anyone says. I know it's stupid, but this is my type of stupid. You're gonna do a character where a movie person, villain, has come to the real life to battle Hulk Hogan. That's awesome. I am fully behind that. That is so dumb that I love it. The Hogan and Beefcake interview is fucking crazy. They're talking about how they were on Harleys driving down. They went by the water and the water split into two, and the people couldn't believe Hogan's the arms and the gleam in Beefcake's eyes, and we know why. And then Beefcake's like, I made these clips a part of me, and I'm gonna make them a part of you. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? It baffled me, the Hulk Hogan promos. It legit baffles me what Hogan just says in promos sometimes. It's a brawl to start like you expected anything else. ZEUS is not fazed by Hogan's punches and bear hugs him. Get used to bear hugs with ZEUS. Get a lot of bear hugs and a lot of that, because that's what you're going to get with ZEUS. Not really known for his in-ring expertise. Axe handle off the top by Savage to Hogan. Hogan tries to get back in it, but ZEUS just stops him. More bear hugs by ZEUS. They are wearing down Hogan. We get the hot tag to Beefcake. Beefcake locks in a sleeper on Savage, but Savage gets out of it. Beefcake then locks in one on ZEUS, but that doesn't work. Savage hits Beefcake with a purse, but Hogan breaks up the pin. Hogan breaks up a lot of pins at this point. ZEUS is choking out Beefcake to, like, death. I'm pretty sure Beefcake should be dead at this point. We get double down. Hot tag to Hogan. Savage hits the elbow drop off the top of elbow drop, to Hogan no-selling it. He just straight no-sells it. He just gets back up, which drove me crazy. That pissed me off. Hogan hits ZEUS with the purse. Hogan body slams ZEUS and hits the leg drop to win. Despite not much happening, I give it 6 out of 10. because it is a spectacle. And it is a beautiful spectacle. Because the crowd is into everything. They're into every part of this match. Also, Miss Elizabeth's there as the secret weapon, although she has no real input in the actual finish of the match. She does hit Elizabeth with the purse afterwards. But yeah, it's a spectacle. The crowd's into every part of it. It does the job it needs to do. It is a fun main event, again, because of the crowd and that. And ZEUS did the role he's supposed to do. Everyone carried ZEUS to make him look good. Can't really complain on it. Show rating-wise, I give it 6 out of 10. Because the first tag match, Brainbusters Heart Foundation. This main event is fun. Warrior and Root is good. And the 6-man tag is fun. There was a lot of nothing on this show, but there's also a lot of fun on this show. So yeah, I give it 6 out of 10. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of this show. If you have any show that you would like to see me review, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all for the next one, which will be SummerSlam 1990.